All right, Shalom, we Hebrew Israelites come out here week in and week out, prophesy the downfall of this queen called America. First and foremost, I want to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the backyard, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. It's always honor and privilege to continue to do this work. I'm just going to go through some basic scriptures, because it's never a bad idea to focus on the milk for all the proselytes or newcomers that are newly in the faith, because there's a lot of them, man, even those that you don't see out there on the highways and hedges or on the YouTube comment boards. There's a lot of brothers out there that are waking up to this knowledge. They have bits and pieces of it, but they're not fully reanimated, But this is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9. Who shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Yeah, so who is he looking to teach knowledge to? Or those that he wants to have, or give them the understanding of the doctrine? Because this truth is like being reborn again, which the scriptures talk about being born again, man. Which I'm going to get this quick scripture real quick, dealing with reincarnation, or going into reincarnation, which we live many a life, man. This is 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, you shall be kept alive, and after death you shall obtain mercy. So you got to subdue your own understanding, man. Because a lot of people come into this truth, come into this knowledge with their own vain opinion, with the education in which they got from the world, which is all nonsense, man. The Most High, the Bible, it doesn't deal with the wisdom of this world, because the wisdom in this world is pretty much controlled by the powers that be, the powers that are in rulership right now, man, which the Most High, he set them up. So therefore, they're not going to give you the truth, because their whole job is to be deceptive, man. So all the things on the learning that is not according to the Bible, man. That's why people are so confused. That's why they think this Bible was written by the Edomites, which it wasn't. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Yeah, so if the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, how are you going to have them telling you the truth? They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you nothing but lies, man, to push their own agenda, to push their own nation's supremacy, man. Which their supremacy is dwindling, man. Meaning as you go on bye-bye. As we approach closer and closer, they still can't, they're still being overwhelmed by the so-called COVID-19, the coronavirus, so on and so forth. And so eventually it's going to escalate to even more plagues, man, as the Most High said. It says, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Yeah, he covered the faces by iconoclasm, man. Which the scriptures talk about that. That's the reason why they don't want you to go into the Apocrypha. That's the reason why they took, I believe it's 16 books out of the Apocrypha, if I'm not mistaken. Because they don't want you to have the truth of the 10 lost tribes, man. The tribes that went from the Assyrian captivity all the way and dwelt in the land where mankind never dwelt, which was the Americas. That's how you get the Hispanics and Native Americans on this side of the world, on the Western Hemisphere. They didn't come through the Bering Strait, as these classrooms want you to believe. And yeah, they do know the truth. That's why, in order to tell a lie, you got to know the truth. So they know the real Israelites. They came over here by way of ships. Just like the Southern Kingdom came to America to endure cattle slavery through ships. That's the way nations would navigate the world back in the ancient world. They didn't use airplanes and trains of that nature because it wasn't it didn't exist. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. It says, "And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images." Yeah, so the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their own images by laying up the book of the law, which is the Mosaic law. Because you got these people that talk about Shem or things of that nature, which there was a man named Shem, which a conglomerate of nations came out of his line. But the principal nation in which Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with is the nation that came from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. You know, because Esau will have you believe that you're being anti-Semitic when you go against the so-called Jewish people. But when you study the scriptures, all kingdoms out of all captivities in which Israel was in, the powers that be would never allow them to call themselves Jews, or would never allow themselves to let the Israelites call them who they really are, man. But all of a sudden in America, you have one tribe out of all the 12 that people have to reverence, people have to pretty much lay on the ground for, man. Which is nonsense, man. That's just a lie for them to keep the truth away. And now they're blackballing a lot of these so-called celebrities, you know, when they come out with tidbits of truth, man. So now you got these black celebrities with no backbone. They got to backpedal, you know, because they ain't got they lost their jobs, they lose their money. Esau took away their endorsements, man. They can't survive, man, because hey, they all want to brag to each other about how much money they got, man. You know, so it's devastating when you lose that top job. Or I ain't on the Wild and Out anymore. I ain't on this no more. You know, and then they get suicidal, man. They start making posts about leaving the planet, man. You know, because they put their heart into the system, man. All while Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he wants you to put his heart into him, man. It says, going back to Job chapter 9, verse 24, it says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So who is the devil, man? If there's a counterpart of Satan that is manifested on earth, then who is he, man? You know, is it the people that are placed in a certain condition as a science experiment, you know, to be a control or whatever? Or we're going to put these people in the ghetto, we're not going to give them no breaks, or the ghetto or the barrio, we're not going to give them no breaks, we're not going to give them any inclination to succeed in the society or be at a level in which everyone else is, and we're going to see how well they do. Oh, so now you got them struggling, stealing, killing, robbing, raping, murdering just to survive, man. Now you demonize them. Oh, look at these people. Yeah, we put them in the mud pit, we put them in this pit of destruction. You know, now we expect them to blossom as a rose in concrete, man. You know, that's why these people wants the world to believe. Oh, we took them out of slavery. You know, we gave them civil rights, man. We gave them the option to vote. You know, even though our system is so rigged that our presidents are selected, not elected, man. Oh, well, if they go against our protocol, we'll just say they're conspiracy theorists. So that just credits their whole argument from the get-go, man. That's how these people operate in this world, man. You know, but going back to Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9, it says, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast." Yeah, so you got to come in this truth with a fresh mind, man. You know, you can't come in this truth, or you can't think that, oh, the Lord does it this way because I want it to be done this way. Or I think it should be this way because that's how I feel about it. Using your emotions. The Most High, he doesn't deal with emotions. The Most High will kill your ass, man. Just like he's killing as we speak, man. You know, every death, every passing from the spirit from the body that is in this world to the next is all ordained by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Even the birds that fall from the sky that people bug out, oh, it must be them using the heart. oh, it must be 5G. That's ordained by the Most High. Even if it was those things, it's still ordained by the Most High. Even COVID-19, if it's false or fiction, or fact or fiction, is still ordained by the Most High, man. Everything is ordained by the Most High. Even the thoughts that come into your mind is created by the Most High. Everything is created by the Most High, man. You know? And that's certain things that we got to deal with, man. We got to realize that we're just mere mortals, man. The things that rattle us, the Most High looks at it and is just laughing about it, you know? Which goes back to building more faith. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised. Yeah, a lot of these people's ears are uncircumcised, man. You know, which is a spiritual sense, man. You know, because physically we have to get circumcised. I believe it's the 8th day for a man-child, you know, to signify the covenant that we have, or the contract that we have between Yahweh and Yahushua, man. You know? Which we got to do as well spiritually, because there's a physical and there's a spiritual. You know, but these people are spiritually uncircumcised. That's why they never come to the full understanding of the scriptures. And you see a lot of that on Facebook. All these Facebook groups dealing with Yasha Allah and whatnot, they're all bugged the hell out, man. You know, they don't have the full truth. And then they argue about, I believe the word is nonsensical things, man. You know, it says, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them as a reproach. They have no delight in it. So the majority of our people, they don't have delight in hearing the words of wisdom, man. You know, which this book is very powerful. This book is powerful enough for you to get money and gain money by using it incorrectly, by doing it wickedly. What you see, these pastors and preachers doing it in these churches, man. They get this money by ill means, man, by ill gain. That's why you don't see them going into these churches anymore. The Most High took that away, man. You know? The Most High won't allow you people to go to these whorehouses anymore, man. To give the money to the pork chop pastor anymore, man. You know? Because they got what? Social distancing, man. They got the fear of the virus. Now they're saying there's a mutation of the virus, which is more deadlier than the virus that's going on right now, man. But what are our people all worried about? They're worried about nonsensical bullshit, man. They're worried about things that don't matter. Things that is going to destroy them and put them to death, man. You know? So going back to Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10, it says, for precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here little and there little. Yeah, because you don't read the Bible like it's a regular book, man. You know, these people are so indoctrinated in this system by going to these grammar schools, and you don't believe that there's another way. You know, because America pushes itself out there like it's the greatest show on turf, man. The greatest show on earth, man. You know, there ain't no better, which is a total fallacy, man. It's a lie, man. There are better places in America, man. Only thing good about America is you're free to do wickedness. You're free to do everything contrary to the scriptures, man. And that's why these other nations try to push so hard to maintain their integrity and maintain their morality, man. But what is America? They let the women run rampant, let the women run wild like fucking Hulk Hogan and shit. You know? They're allowed to do whatever they want, to be whores, you know? And not want to get called out on their shit. Niggas is allowed to just be total scumbags, to be niggas, and then influence other ones that are around them. They infect other ones around them, man. Like it's 28 days later, man. Like it's the T virus or something, man. You know? It says, for with stammering lips and another tongue will we speak to this people. Yeah, because English is a bastard language, man. You know? And then you even have these arrogant, pompous Americans that will cuss you out on the comment board talking about, not talking about, but acting like they work for Grammarly and whatnot, telling you that your English is not proper. When you go to actual England, it's totally different from the English over here, man. which this language is a bastard language when we're speaking to our people, man. Our people didn't speak English, man. They spoke Hebrew, man. You know? It says, to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. So we're only looking for the weary, man. The people that are tired of this place. The people that are tired of this system and its constraints, man. The people that are tired of this matrix, man. Because all this is the moving of the matrix. You know, at any moment you have no assurance of life. That's why they was always running and trying to locate a phone booth to get up out of that shit, man. Do what they had to do and get up and get gone, man. The same thing we gotta do in this world, man. You know? The same shit. Cause hey, ain't nothing guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed for nobody. It's not even guaranteed that anybody doing the videos or going out on the highways and hedges or doing anything is promised to do it the next week or the next day, man. There's no guarantees in this thing, man. You know? It says, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. Yeah, so we're telling you about the kingdom, the promises, the glory, you know, the future, the blessings, you know, the, the inheritance. But you people still is like fanning away, and you don't want to listen. You don't want to hear about it, man. So the Most High, he's closing the doors of mercy, which I can't say they're fully shut, but they're almost shut. But then again, there's going to be men that come into this fold all the way to the last minute, man. You know? So we got to constantly push out this word. And I speak to myself first and foremost, man. No matter what we go through, I speak to myself first and foremost, man. You know? It says, but the word of Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. So this word is a trap, man. You know, this word is actually a curse to certain individuals, man. Certain individuals will never come to the understanding of this wisdom and knowledge, man, because they were rejected from the foundation of the earth. See, we're not only fighting for salvation, and we're going against our own flesh in this life, our own sins in this life, and begging and pleading for the Most High to forgive us for the things that we've done wrong in this life, but also our previous lives, man. You know, so you could think that you're the elect and it's in you and it's being drawn out of you and this, that, and the third, or whatever you want to say. But the most humbling thing to say is, I dare not make myself for that number, man. That you have hope that you are part of that number by continuing to do the right things, because there's going to be people that are going to take the chip, man. They're going to have kids they got to feed. They're going to have families that's going to scrutinize them. The pressure is going to be applied on them, you know, and they're going to give in. Those that were on fire in the truth, those that were good speakers, good orators, or orators, you know, and they're going to fall out too. Hey, Lord, hey, Yahweh forbid, but hey, it's going to happen. He already said it. It's written already, man. You know? This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And that's why our people are so retarded, man. They're spiritually retarded, man. They're spiritually retarded, man. I can't even say they're spiritually clean retarded. You can be around them, but it's not even good to be around them, man. They're unclean spiritual retards, man. You know, going back to Ammon and Moab, you know, but they're unclean spiritual retards, man. Because why? They rejected Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, he might came in a certain appearance, looked a certain way, which he did, and they'd be like, oh, we don't want to listen to him. He's not attractive, or he's not this, or he's not that. He doesn't never have anything good to say, or he's this. Saying all types of manners and things about the person that's delivering the message and not hearkening on to the actual message, man. That's what this world is all about. They're all about appearance. That's why the Bible speaks about appearance so often, man. Because that's what these people judge by. They judge by appearance. They don't judge by faith. They judge by the things they see, not by the things that are unseen or that they don't see, man. That's why they think America is going to last forever, like America's so special, man. All the kingdoms that came and went, America's just going to slam a staff in the sand and say, this is it. We're going to continue forever. With the American flag just waving stillessly in the wind, man. You know? We claim this world forever. We're never going to be taken down. Well, you're being taken down. The coronavirus is stone cold stunning your asses right now, man. You know? This global economy has been brought to a standstill because of a so-called virus, man. You know? Which that's the Most High working his work, man. And he ain't even got started yet, in my opinion. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Because all men on this sign, all from the 12 tribes should be priests unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, every single Israelite that's in this world should be out here on the highways and hedges on whatever prospective day that they decide to come out, man. Whenever the Spirit allows them to come, man. That's when they should be out here preaching his word, man. But what are they into? They're into all these sports. They're wondering if a nigga gonna sign the biggest contract in the world, man. Of fiat money. That ain't worth nothing, man. Which ain't no guarantee there is gonna even be an NFL season. Or in 21 or 22, man. Or they worried about if the NBA is gonna play in that bubble while you got X amount of players contracting the disease, man, testing positive. Or going to the movie theaters. You can't go get your hair done, your nails done. That's how the Most High is putting the condition for you people, man. He's making you people agitated, man. He's agitating you people right now, man. And that's when the mass slaughter is going to begin. Then you're going to say, oh, it was those crazy so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans out there preaching that Bible. What were they saying? What were they talking about? Everything that they're saying has to become the truth. You know? Because it's happening. It says that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, are also will forget thy children. And when you go into the scriptures and when you deal with reincarnation, which a lot of you people get confused, you don't understand the scriptures. Your mind has to be open. The door to your mind has to be open for you to get the understanding of the scriptures, man. You know? If your mind isn't open to receive the understanding, then you're lost, man. This is real quick. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 5. He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life. So if you overcome all the rudiments of this world, all the bullshit, because that's really what it is bullshit. When you overcome all these things, man, the Most High is going to give you a crown of life. Because, hey, even when in my situations, or when I analyze other brothers' situations, then I revert back to the scriptures. Yahweh went through all that, man. You know, he went through all the things that we go through. And if he didn't go through it, or this brother didn't go through it, then another brother went through it. We're not experiencing anything that's uncommon to men, man. You know, everything that we go through, everything that we is put in the path in our lot, man. We're not experiencing anything new. It's just how you gonna deal with it? What you gonna do with it? What's gonna be the outcome? You know? Are you gonna continue, or are you gonna just give up, man? And it's easy to give up. The easiest thing for a person to do is just to throw in the towel, man. You know? It takes a lot of balls to get up off the mat and keep fighting, man. It says, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. So how would you figure Yahweh being your lawyer or being your mediator, expressing his desire for the Most High to have mercy on you onto the Most High himself, when you just throw in the towel and give up, man? then you make him look like a jackass, man. Like, man, you had so much faith in this individual, and he just gave up on you, man. You know, but how much more is Yahweh Shai going to be satisfied and glad for the fact that you keep getting up, man? And now they just making best with each other, like Yahweh did with Shaitan, man. How much hell can you put on this guy before he just cracks and gives up, man? That's what the Most High is looking for. He's looking for hardened soldiers, man. You know? Spiritual machines, man. You know? It says, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. And people don't really even know what the Spirit is. The Spirit is His Word, man. The Spirit is these scriptures, man. That's how you judge the Spirit by the Spirit. What's by the Spirit? By these scriptures, man. If the person is coming correct or incorrect, man. If the person is of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's not. Because some people could be in the spirit of Jesus Christ, man. Coming with that Christianity dogma, man. Or you could be in the spirit of Islam, or you could be in the spirit of whatever school you came in, whatever fraternity. You know, you could be in the spirit of the police. You could be in the spirit of a lot of things. You could be in the spirit of Satan, man. That's what this whole system is set up, man. To have many spirits, not just when you go to the liquor store. You know, when you pick up these certain books, when you go to these certain individuals to learn whatever bullshit that they want to teach you, man. Whether it be true or not, man. You know? That's why this place is called Babylon. The daughter of Babylon, because Babel meaning confusion. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of stumbling blocks that is set up for you people, man. For you to stumble and be broken, man. You know? It says, and to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, which Philadelphia meaning brotherly love, which a lot of this world doesn't promote brotherly love, man. You know? This world doesn't promote brotherly love, man. And matter of fact, this world doesn't have an understanding of what brotherly love is, man. You know? It says, these things save he that is holy, he that is true, he that have the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and no man openeth. You know, and that's talking about, first and foremost, these prophecies. You know, and also it's going into your mind. It says, I know thy works, and behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it, for thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. So the Most High is looking for those that are keeping His word, and is not denying His name, man. You know, which there's only going to be a small few, man. There's going to only be a small sanctuary, as the scriptures say, man. There's only going to be a small sanctuary of people that is going to keep the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, this is not going to be a big group. This is not going to be something that you see on TBN, a televangelist or whatever, evangelist television program where you got millions of people sitting. Ain't gonna be nothing like that, man. You know? You're gonna be on your day-to-day, walking through the whatever downtown, or I want to go to downtown today. Most High led your steps to come across somebody that's preaching the word, you know, bringing out the scriptures of the Bible, man. You know, not saying that they're perfect, because we all got shit that we got to work on, man. You know, we're not, if we were perfect, we wouldn't be here, man. You know, we would be Yahweh Shai, man, if we were all perfect, but we're not perfect, man. You know, so we got to do what we got to do to continue to walk the straight path, man. To continue to do our best and due diligence to make our calling and election sure. You know? Verse 8 says, I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, which He's opening in your mind, and no man can shut it. So no man can shut you from receiving what the Most High wants you to receive concerning this truth, man. No matter what they say, no matter how much they what they do, whatever, nobody can take that from you, man. Only Yahweh Shah can. It says, for thou hast a little strength and has kept my word and has not denied my name. So that's very important, man. You know, we always proclaim the names being of the Father Yahweh and the name being of the Son Yahweh Shah, man. You know, which the scripture said. But the majority of our people, they're destroyed, man. This is start at the top. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 1. The sin of Judah, which that name Judah, there's no J's in the Hebrew language. That name Judah is actually Yahweh, man. Which is also proof that the so-called Jewish people are not the people of the Bible, man. You know? Which they've been lied to, man. That was a lie that they were even lied to, man. You know, to have themselves thinking that they're the people of the scriptures and they're not. They don't follow the Mosaic law, they follow the Talmud, man. They follow the system of the beast and the whore, man. You know? It says it's written with a pen of iron and with the point of a diamond. It is graven upon the table of their heart and upon the horns of your altars. Yeah, it's graven on the table of their heart, on their minds, man. So Jake is set up right now, 2/3 of them is set up just to do wickedness, man. The Most High let them go ahead and be wicked still, man. Because this is a time in which there's going to be a so-called Holocaust, a great burning, a fire, man, that's going to burn the earth, man. Not destroying it, but burning it, purifying it, man. You know, just as you would do a precious metal, man. You put it in fire to purify it, man, to get the impurities out. So that's the same thing in which Yahweh is going to do. He's going to send fire upon the earth to get the sinners out, man, to get the wicked. It says, whilst their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees upon the high hills, O my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders. Yeah, and that's what the Most High does, man. When Israel goes off, he spanks them, man. He punishes them. It never fails, man. You know? The judgment is going to come. Unless the Most High turns back his wrath and he has mercy, the judgment is going to come, man. And that's the reason why you jakes are in this predicament right now, man. Because the judgment is came. That's why you're at the bottom of the society, man. That's why you're not rich, living in mansions and living without a care. That's why you get your enemies killing all your animals, man. Putting you in their concentration camps. Because you refuse to turn yourselves back onto the Most High, man. So the Most High, he's putting you in the predicament that you're in. So until you turn back onto him and give your life unto him, you're going to still be in that predicament. You're still going to have run-ins with the law. You're still going to be doing all these other things because you're not living by his spirit, man. To be meek, to be humble, to agree with your adversary quickly, man. To not give all your soul onto a woman, to not lose your wits over a woman, man. To treat people how you want to be treated, man. To not rob, to not kill, to not steal, so on and so forth, you know? But what does society promote? They promote the same things that you're doing. They promote that for you to follow the crowd, man. You know, so you could be destroyed with it, man. Because there's a great reckoning coming, as you already see. Usually this place is packed, man. You got the city trying to rejuvenate the whole outdoor mall. But there ain't that many people out here, man. That's the Most High slowing shit down, man. No? Before the fireworks happen. Verse 4 says, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage. Yeah. So Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh is telling Jeremiah straight up, even you're going to discontinue from, you're going to forget who you are. You're going to forget that you're an Israelite, even though I know you. Even though you're a prophet unto me, you're going to forget who you are, man. And that's exactly what happened to everybody, man. There was a falling away, which they didn't have an understanding of that back then, but we have an understanding of that now. We were going to lose who we were, the understanding of, man. You know, we weren't going to call ourselves by whatever prospective tribe that we're from out of the 12, man. We were going to be talking in the Abayah, the Hebrew, the Lashawan Tahar, man. We were going to be doing none of that, man. We were going to be calling on the names Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Harakakadash, man. We weren't going to be doing none of that, man. You know? Because those were part of the curses. But all of a sudden, you got a group of people that claim to be us that are calling on the name of the Father and the name of the Son. Or are they? Or do they say the Tetragrammaton, or do they say Hashem, or the name? Because it's an uncommunicable name onto them, man. You know? Which just shows you the lies and hypocrisy of this society, man. Which you people are just bewitched by, man. A lot of you people are under the spell, man. You're in a trance. You know? That's why you can't come to this truth, man. It says, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from my heritage that I gave thee. So the Most High gave us our heritage, man. So there's no right for anybody to say that we're not who we say we are. Well, you're just African Americans. Well, African Americans is two names, whether it be the first name or a surname, by two Edomite conquerors, man. You know? So we're not owned by them. We're owned by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahweh is our owner, man. Not no Edomite devil that is in the dust, man. That's a slave in heaven. that's low. That's in a low position in the spiritual world, man. Because the spirit is set up to be in a low position. You know. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Yeah, so that's the started anger that we have kindled. Which kindle means to start. It's going to burn for a long time. And we're coming to the end of that flame, man. That flame is going to be extinguished for the anger that the Most High has towards his people, man. That flame is about to be extinguished. You know? So it's a beautiful thing, man. So with that being, with us discontinuing from our heritage, we don't even know what is what. Most of our people don't understand the way that things are, man, and why they are. You know, they think the so-called white man is going to rule forever. He's the end-all, be-all. You even got NFAC acting like they're going to run up against this devil with his own blessing, when that's not how we're going to win this war, man. Because indeed, this is a war that we're fighting, man. You know? Now, there's going to be certain of us, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, that's going to try to take arms against this devil, man. That's going to try to use his blessing against him, which is going to prove a miserable failure, man. And then there's a group that the Most High has reserved to go against this devil by spiritual means, man. Things that you will never fathom, things that you haven't seen before, because that's what's going to give him his glory, man. You know? See, the Russians, they got their glory, man. The Russians are Edomites too. Chinese, they got their glory, because they all use Esau's blessing. They won wars with Esau's blessing, man. Most notably, I'm speaking about World War II, man. They all had their blessings. They died, they come back, whatever. They spend X amount of dollars to fly their little jets and drive their little tanks around in the parade. And then after that, that's it, man. People are still pointing missiles at them. People are still saying they're the boogeyman. Woo, 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 you know? But when Yasha'Allah, the feats in which the Most High performs in certain individuals is going to last, it's going to be talked about for ages, man. is going to be talked about forever, man. You know, just as things that were written with King David and his mighty man did, or Samson and what he did, man. And certain other individuals, the Maccabees, those are stories that last forever, man. And other certain Israelites, even that are not directly related to being men of the Lord, or just being Israelites, the Macedonians, the Spartans, man. You know, they helped the Maccabees, man. They had triumphs. They had kings that are still talked about to this day, in which you got Esau trying to say that that's them, man. You know, according to Esau, everybody in history of importance was a so-called white man, which is totally false, man. The first president of the United States was I want to say John Henry. He was the president of the Continental Congress. He was the one that signed his name on the Constitution, but now they're trying to backtrack and say, no, that was a white man. See, this is the real whatever his name was. But clearly you could see there was a Negro sitting in the audience, man. You know? But they want to promote this devil George Washington, which he had, they said that he had STDs or whatever, and his teeth were falling out, so he'll take the teeth of his slaves and make the teeth of his own and put them in his dentures, man. You know? But that's the dude that they want to worship in this society, man, which is twofold. Because when you take down all these statues and artifacts and landmarks, they want you to forget the history, man. You know? But we gotta keep those intact so we can remember that this is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Because their whole thing is to set up this new world order. That's why they want all lives to matter. That's why they say before all lives matter, black lives have to matter too. But this is not a system in which black lives matter, man. They want you to act ignorant, like Kanye West says. They want you to act ignorant so they could justify slaughtering you people, man. They want the place, they just agitate, trying to agitate you, somebody just poking at your chest, man. Poking at your chest, doing their due diligence to try to agitate you just like a woman. Esau's treating you niggas like bitches, man. Or the other way around. Esau's a bitch trying to aggravate you niggas to do something to him, man. Because that's what a woman does, man. A woman is so retarded and so simple that she'll watch all these damn ID discoveries, all these first 48s, all these serial killer channels, but then want to do everything that the bitch did to get killed. Want to do everything the bitch did to get murdered and chopped up and sliced up and killed and left in the ditch. To the same nigga that she went, man, to see if he gonna do it, man. Playing with fire, man. You know? That's how Esau wants you. Esau wants you niggas to act retarded, man. So he can justify killing you, man. You know, which the scriptures say, be not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Let me get there real quick. Just bear with me real quick. See, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man, because, hey, we know we study this devil like he studies us, man. Sometimes when you want to see if a nigga trying to scheme on you, study them niggas, man. Esau studies niggas too, man. think it's in Galatians, man. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2. Verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan shall get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his vices or his schemes," man. So just having that in your repertoire knowledge, you know, to know that this dude has schemes, man. You know, it ain't just like, it ain't no French Montana and Rick Ross song, Stay Scheming. This dude actually does stay scheming, man. Seeking whom he may devour, man. You know? That's why you gotta keep your head on it. You gotta be circumspect, man, walking in this world, man. You gotta be more circumspect. You gotta be circumspect on top of circumspect, man. You know, dealing with this guy, dealing with this devil, man. You know? Because this dude, as the scripture says, like, as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, he sets these things up, man. You know, you people swear up and down that 9/11 was an inside job. It was a way in which America could justify themselves in going into places like Afghanistan and Iran eventually, because they're going to go into Iran, which they're already doing covert operations. You got the Israeli Air Force bombing certain facilities, nuclear facilities to plants in Iran. They went into Afghanistan to cultivate the opium, the poppy seed. So now you got an opiate epidemic in America, because America wants to be the chief drug trader, the top drug trader in the world, which they probably finance, more than likely finance these certain drug warlords, man. Because you can't operate in this world without Esau's permission. So the only reason why El Chapo, you know, was apprehended, because he either didn't pay his way or he got too arrogant, which the latter was true. He did. He was getting arrogant, man. You know? He was getting too arrogant, man. Because now you got a new kid on the block named Benicio or Minchi that's showcasing his little small army, you know? Which the only way you niggas is gonna have a chance against Esau is if you go back to your own I'm talking about you 2/3, man, that don't have no that really don't have no type of that are not drawn to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know? The only way you're going to win against Esau is if you do guerrilla warfare, as you did back in the time when the cavalry was here, man. You know? That's the only way you're going to win. But then again, we're going to win anyway, man, if you just kick back, man. Let Yahweh Hashem Yahushua do his thing. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing right now, man. You know? He's seeking whom he may devour, man. Because there's going to be a slow or sore slaughter, man. Esau's going to come at Jacob with a sword destruction, man. Before the Most High says enough is enough. And it says that in the scriptures. It always talks about Jacob experiencing a sword slaughter, man. Because 2/3 of a nation of Israel, which the nation comprises of 12 large nations, is a lot of people, man. You know? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." So that's when the Most High is going to make his move, man. When he sees the slaughter, the destruction, the sword destruction, in which Esau is going to put on you people, man, that's when he's going to be like, man, that's when he's going to have, you have to say he's going to have compassion, man, for the elect at least. To say, man, I'm not letting these people, well, hey, it's rightfully deserved, man. Our people are wicked, but he's gonna have so much heartfelt passion for our people that he's gonna be like, man, that's enough, man. Send in my armies, man. Send in my armies, man. They destroying the jewels of my people. They destroying my people, man. You know? But there is gonna be a slaughter, man. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm," because this is not only going to be a rescue mission, a mission of salvation, to rescue Israelites out of the land of their captivity. It's also going to be a great destruction, man, for the wickedness of this place, man. Mind you that the Most High controls both sides, man. That's what a lot of people don't realize, man. Or tend to forget quick. The Most High controls the left and the right hand side, man. He controls all that, man. You know? It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So the Most High smiting Egypt with plagues as before, man. And what you have going on right now ain't nothing compared to what's going to happen in the future, man. Like, there's already different strands of this virus, they say. They say there's an Asian, Oriental strand, a European strand. Then you have this Jake woman crying or whatever, saying that her and her co-workers contracted a new virus that they don't have anything known of. It's a flu virus. That says that it has killed, I think she said 3 or 4 of her co-workers already, and she got it, man. Her eyes all bloodshot red, you know. And it's going to straight wreak havoc, man. It's going to kill a lot of people, man. That's why you got to turn to the Most High now, man. While you still got a chance. You know, a lot of people are just throwing away their grace period, man. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. You know, Egypt shall mourn and be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon this place, man. No, ain't gonna be nothing but death and destruction, man. Ain't gonna be nothing but heartache and pain and loss, man. A lot of you people gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose in these times, man. You know, lose your houses, lose your kids, lose your woman. You know, lose everything that you work for. You're gonna lose everything, man. You're gonna be completely destroyed out here, man. So there is a great slaughter that's going to happen in these times to the nation of Israel, man. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. It says, "Therefore will I number you." I'll start up. Verse 11, but ye are they that forsake Yahweh. Yeah, you are they, man. Those are heavy words, man. You are they that forsake and turns your back on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, that wanted to follow because that's really what it is. You just want to follow the crowd, man. You want to follow the mass crowd to destruction, man. You bunch of followers, man. You people ain't nothing but a bunch of followers, man. Now, it's not a bad thing to be a follower, but everything that you follow, the end result thereof is death, man. You people are a bunch of followers of death, man. Followers of darkness, man. You know? And therefore, you want people to be infected with what you're affected by, man. You know? It says that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering onto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword. So the Most High has a lot of people spiritually numbered to the sword, man. He's not going to put a brand on you or a stigmata or whatever and be like, oh yeah, hey, here, this guy, you're born. Eventually you're going to be numbered to the sword. No, he's not going to do that. You're going to die in a day appointed onto you, man. You know? It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So all you people choosing what the Most High delighted not in, man. You know? So with that being said, you gotta pay the price, man. You gotta pay the consequences, man. You know? It says, behold, Slaki, it says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Yeah, you're going to be howling, man. You're going to be crying, man. You're going to be screaming, man. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, especially those that came up against us, these women, these scumbag hoes, man, these scumbag niggas, man. When they're howling, our enemies, when they're howling, crying, begging, pleading, it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. You know, see them getting dropped like the dogs that they are, man, like the pieces of shit that they are, man. You know, because I don't have a soft spot or affection toward 2/3 niggas, man. The same niggas who rape, rob, and steal, murder, and kill you, man. All while they proclaim that they're your brother, man. With certain people, even in this truth, bring in this truth, that same exact spirit, man. You know? Which you really can't trust in any brother, as the scriptures say, man. Which is the truth, man. Look at how many people turned against Yahweh Shai, man. The world only calls Jesus Christ, man. You know? So, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and you shall howl for vexation of spirit. And you shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. Yahweh the Most High shall slay thee, call servants by another name, man. So the Most High is going to slay a lot of you niggas, man. A lot of you bitches, your children, your women, man. You're going to die in a sword destruction, man. You know, so with that, I hope at least one brother elect was edified. You know, I want to say, give all praise, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Backyard, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom, and see you next week.